Well, good afternoon. Welcome to the bullwave.org weekly weekend market update. It's the 20th of September 2015. And as always, check out bullwave.org and get onto the subscriber list if you want if you would like more detailed and more frequent updates. Right, let's get right into it then. Hey. First up this week is crude oil. This is the long-term chart that I've been working with. As you can see, I've labeled wave 3 complete, and according to the Elliott wave model, wave 3 of 3 should be the longest and strongest, and that's pretty much why this whole wave labeling is the way it is. So as of recently, we've finished wave 3 down. Like I was saying before in the previous videos, we were expecting a bounce to complete into wave 4, bounce higher in wave 4 of wave 3, if you're following me. I'm expecting it to want to kind of to gravitate towards this previous fourth wave of the smaller degree, and we'll probably see a bounce up along that a few times, and then collapse to new lows, then a bounce, and then a collapse to new lows. It looks like that's what has started here. We've probably got wave 1 up or maybe wave A up of A, if this is the way it's going to play out. It could be a simple zigzag, it could be a 5, 3, 5, so we might have got. But let's go in a little bit closer here and see what we may have got. We might have got maybe wave 1 of A. This will all, how it actually plays out in internal structure is probably a bit neither here nor there, really. It fits the bill so far. It's rising. We've probably got another $15 to go. We'll see how that plays out. It may even go higher, but we'll keep subscribers up to date, obviously. And just for people who don't know, for subscribers, depending on the package that you subscribe to, you could get up to 10, depending on, I would imagine at least 10 updates a week on different markets. So get in there and see what suits yourself. Right, here's euro dollar. Last week I was thinking that this was the high of wave C, and we traded off that. We traded that high, and we got this declining sequence here. But again, in hindsight, everything's clear in hindsight. It turned out that was just corrective. We were playing with a 1-2, 1-2, and this kind of dived in, and we thought it was a 3, but then it just came back and bit us in the ass. But that's life, that's trading. So it turns out that this is most likely the B wave of the whole corrective structure, and we've had a 5-wave C wave. That looks pretty clear to me. Wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 up, and an incredibly impulsive decline off that. We were looking at that for subscribers. We were looking at that high as being the high in real time, and you could have traded that very easily. Nice 200 points there. I think we've got. It looks, when you zoom in a little bit closer, it looks like we've got a nice 5-wave structure going on here, and an extended 5th wave. On Friday there, it came back off that low, pretty conclusively. So I'd expect a 3-wave, if this is in fact the start of the next leg down, which we have been anticipating for the last month now, I suppose. But the start of the next wave down, should take us a long way down. So if this is the high, this is a high worth waiting for. And if we do get a wave 2, which I think we will, it'll be a corrective wave through 2 in 3 waves. I think this will be, the mother of all shorting opportunities here. Subscribers will be kept up to date daily and hourly if needs be. But I think this will be a trade for the next. It could be next year. Who knows? We'll see how it plays out. But I think this, in terms of risk reward, this will be, risking 40 points with 1,000 points on the table. So let's see how that goes. Right, euro dollar. This is gold. Last week we were talking about this little blip up being a wave 1, and to expect a rise higher into the week. If you watch the video, that happened. It looks to me like a complete or almost complete 5-wave structure to the upside, and we will get a wave 2 down in an ABC. Watch out for around the 1120 mark. That's the previous 4th wave. Wave 2s tend to be deeper, but if we are expecting what we think we're expecting, well then, it won't really matter. Your trade will be in the red for a little bit, but if wave 3 is to come in, you'll be in the black very quickly. We'll keep subscribers up to date with this one, but I think this will be again another trade for the next 6 months. This is what I'm all about. I cannot get my head around the day trading thing. It's too short term. It's not wealth creation in the long term. I want to get trades. I want to wait for trades, and I want to catch them at the most opportune times, and I want to ride them for 6 months. That's what I want. And so this is what I want to give to subscribers. Once if you get in there, we want to be able to identify trading opportunities with the least risk and the most reward, and something that you won't have to manage every day or every hour. Something that you can trade and just watch growing. So this will be another one of them. Alright, this is SP 500. We've had a nice, corrective rally off our decline. I was thinking that this parallel trend channel here that we had touched the top of, I was thinking that might have been wave 4. But it turned out to be with A of 4, so we had an A up, a B down, and this wave C up here. And off that wave 4 top, we've had this lovely impulsive decline. And you'll see it counts very easily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 1 down. It might dip a little again before it recovers, and you'll get that couple of days rally. Maybe into the end of the week, who knows. We'll see how this rally, corrective rally might present itself. Obviously, the point that negates that is if price goes above the 2022, I suppose, top here, which I would wait for. It looks nice and impulsive down off that. We'll see how it goes. Another great trading opportunity, which will be a long-term trading opportunity again. There's so many markets that seem to be kind of conforming, or they're kind of consolidating upwards to a point where they may all go at the same time, which is strange. But here we go. The only problem is we won't have the capital to capitalize on all these opportunities if they do come out in the wash. So this is dollar yen, one we've been watching for a while. I had thought as of last week that this was wave D here, and we were getting wave E up to come into wave 5 of C, which would be the trading opportunity. It's a short-term one, a week or 2 weeks or a couple of weeks, but we'll see how it goes. There is an alternate count to this, which is awkward, but markets are awkward. So if I think one thing's going to happen, flip a coin, it may not. So what I'm working with at the moment is at this correction of plunge to, I think it was 116.20 or 116, something like that. 116.17, I think it was. Is a 3-wave correction into A, 3 waves into B, 3 waves into C. It looks like now that this was A, B, C, O, D, and we'll get 3 waves into E. This being the important high here. If this high is broken, obviously this count is negated. If this high is broken, the alternate count will be suggested, and the alternate count is a decent trade as well. I'll keep subscribers up to date on that one, but this is the pivotal point here, and we'll be watching to see how this one plays out. Right, this is an interesting one, Bitcoin. It's been in the back of my mind for a while, but I've been looking at the action recently. Because it's such a lightly traded market, and it's just so it's very volatile. Again, if you get it right, you can make a lot of money on it very quickly. But I think that this is the best way to count this this particular decline. There's a decent trading opportunity to be made if this is in fact a 5 waves down structure. As 1, 2, 3, 4 correction, and we're starting on wave 5. If we do see that, it'll be worth a few quid, worth a punt. You know, have one less pint next weekend and throw it on this and see what happens. It looks like it could be one for a month-long type of decline. This one, kind of keep it in your mind. I think it may be worth a punt. Alright, that's this week's video. Thanks again for clicking play. As always, get over to bullwaves.org, see if we have anything on offer that interests you. If not, drop us an email. Let me know what you think might be more worthwhile to a prospective subscriber. And again, thanks for watching the video. Click subscribe if you haven't already. It doesn't help you, but it helps me definitely. And we'll see subscribers during the week, and we'll see all you YouTubers next week. Thanks very much. Enjoy the week. Bye bye.